thank you so much for welcoming me to your program and to do a presentation here today. I'm sure you're all exhausted, so I'll try and keep it to 30 minutes. I'll keep it short, after which I think I'll be doing some portfolio reviews as well. So I'm going to turn my camera off. Sometimes that helps the presentation to not be as laggy. So, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so thanks for inviting me here. I wanted to start off by respectfully acknowledging that Carr University is situated on the unceded, traditional, and ancestral Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh territories. I have a quick video here to show you of our campus. Okay. So at Carr, our goal is to produce creative thinkers. These would be citizens of the planet who question why things are done the way they're done, and then to work creatively for a better solution. So these would be innovators who are in demand, not just in terms of bettering the planet, but also in the labor market. We're living in a changing labor market. Jobs are changing quickly, new technology demands new skill sets, and it also demands rethinking the ways we approach and think about our work. The Canadian government recently released statistics that 1 in 8 workers in Canada is a freelance or independent contractor. So this takes ingenuity and entrepreneurship. Art and design universities with creative programs like Carr's prepare students exactly for this, to be adaptive, to be flexible, and to create their own opportunities where none previously existed. I have some examples of some of our freelance artists at the end of my presentation. So we recently participated in a survey where 150 art programs from a diverse set of institutions were interviewed. And what we discovered was that 79% of students graduating with an arts and or a design degree reported their first job was related to their arts training. 80% reported satisfaction with the opportunity to be creative at their current work, and 88% reported overall satisfaction with their current work. So these are pretty strong numbers in terms of employment satisfaction upon graduation. All right, so I know most of you are from the Vancouver area, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about our campus. As was mentioned earlier, we've been around since 1925, so that's a little over 95 years now. However, recently we moved into our new 300,000 square foot state-of-the-art purpose-built campus. I have this little map here because I thought you would be interested in this. Here's where you guys are situated at the Academy of Modern Art, and here's where we are, 20-minute drive away. So we're in this beautiful False Creek area. We can see Science World, which is situated right here. It's just such a beautiful location for our campus. And of course, so we're situated just to this side, or the east side of the False Creek here. And I guess most of you know what a beautiful green city we have. But the Central Valley Greenway is a 24-kilometer pedestrian and cyclist route which runs right through our campus. So our campus is very accessible, lots of pathways, walkways, and transit options to access us. Okay, let's talk about our programs. So we offer 3 bachelor's degrees: fine arts, design, and media arts. And there are 3 unique features at Carr. First of all our degrees are interdisciplinary, which means you could be a communication design major while taking a photography course. or a film course. So these would be courses outside of your degree track. This sort of helps you to become a more well-rounded, informed artist or designer. Second, unique feature at Emily Carr is that all our majors are, they bring an academic rigor to the development of conceptual, technical, and historical knowledge surrounding and relevant to your art practice. So we are an academic art school. And then the third unique feature about Emily Carr is our foundation year. The first year of all of our 4-year degrees, Foundations offers a mix of core, studio, and critical studies courses. And this really affords you the opportunity to explore a variety of studio courses before determining your major, which would then start in the second year. So let's talk about our majors. We have, within our Bachelor of Design, 3 majors, the first one being industrial design, which would be more about any sort of 3-dimensional design, whether it's furniture, hospital equipment, material production, health design, any sort of exhibition or soft product, hardware, household or recreational items, and any sort of research in sustainability. You see this student created and designed a quiet seating pod, which enables her to use, or any user, to connect with digital devices, and then while taking some very needed self-care time. You can see the multidisciplinary aspect about this piece as well: wood, textiles, and paper. This is the lovely cacophony that is our industrial design studios. The main focus within all of our degrees is bettering the planet, improving the quality of human life, and improving the lifespan of our planet. And so then we're thinking about sustainability, we're thinking about ergonomics, and so this student here is exploring use of sustainable textiles and materials incorporated into her industrial design product. So communication design. This is the second major within our Bachelor of Design, and it's really about designing messages and experiences. So it's, if students are interested in graphic design, yes, that's part of our Bachelor of Design, but it's a part of it. It's a lot larger than that. We find there are specializations within illustration, typography, wayfinding, information design, and other opportunities. It focuses on 2D design in print or on screen, but there's also opportunities to explore overlapping areas in 3D design. So you see this student here has created a publication. This student here, well, actually he's watching the display that a student put up of various logo design, book cover design, poster design, album design. And this is an example here of a student who created a 3-dimensional piece, and this is sustainable solution for reusable wrapping paper, and it's all encompassed in sustainable packaging. So as I mentioned, sustainability and making the planet a better place for its inhabitants is a primary concern for all our programs. This is the communication design studio, and you can see some of the example of some of our students' works around the outside of the space. So some of the employers that have recruited our students include Facebook, Hootsuite, Children's Hospital Foundation, Capcom, Game Studio, Ruby on Rails, to name a few. Interaction design. So this is the third major within our Bachelor of Design, and this would be the exploration of the interaction of products with the human. So it could be UI or UX experience, it could be augmented or virtual reality, it could be web applications, web design, anything that interacts could really be encompassed under the umbrella of interaction design. You can see this student here created a web application. You know, interactive systems really are everywhere, from websites and mobile apps to game design and physical devices too. So it's really a unique combination of communication, industrial, and interaction knowledge. These are skills that are relevant to the delivery of these systems and this emerging art form too. This is an example of a physical communication device. This student created a 3D board game. Another aspect of interaction design is wearables. So here, this student deconstructed a backpack to repurpose it in consideration of ergonomics and sustainability. So some of the employers that recruited our grads in these majors would include Google, Absolute Software, Giant Ant, BC Lions, Norco Bikes, Best Buy Canada, Relic Entertainment, and Microsoft Studios, to name a few. Okay, now we're moving on into the Bachelor of Fine Arts. There are 4 majors within this program, the first one being Critical and Cultural Practices. This is for students who are interested in curatorial studies, working in a museum or a gallery, or an artist-run center. You might be interested in writing critically about art and art design. I recently met a graduate of our Critical and Cultural Practices program who was working behind the scenes at the Vancouver Art Gallery as an art restoration artist. Next would be photography. Within our photography majors, students do build a knowledge base to adapt in this rapidly changing world of photography. So they learn conceptual, technical, and historical emphasis on both traditional and digital processes of creating beautiful works of art through photography. Illustration, again, illustration is really a key form of visual communication, and illustrators really need the ability to think critically and innovatively. Our programs offer students this opportunity to explore very technical approaches and a broad range of pictorial strategies. So this could include comics, children's books, advertising, editorial, surface design, anything really that involves a narrative. Here you can see this student, illustration major, created the concept art and character design for a game she created. This piece is from her grad show exhibition. Another piece from another student's grad show exhibition shows this 3D illustration. This is life-size. These pieces are massive. This student is now a successful illustrator and tattoo artist working for himself. So some of the employers that have recruited our illustration grads include West Elm Market, Helen Belkin Art, Radical Entertainment, Nerd Corps, the Georgia Strait, City of Vancouver, the Globe and Mail, Lush, Canada Post, Simply Read Books, and DreamWorks, just to name a few. Okay, and the final major within our Bachelor of Fine Arts is Visual Arts. So visual arts is sort of help or I guess training and developing your conceptual, technical, and historical knowledge, which is relevant to a visual art practice, which could include ceramics, drawing. Students learn anatomy within the drawing program, where there's muscular or skeletal systems. It's good to learn the rules before you break them. Painting as well, print media, sculpture. This was created in our metal shops, and performance art. So you can see the multidisciplinary nature of this piece. Student created not just the film that she's performing in front of, but the performance piece, as well as the costume that she's wearing. Okay, our final degree that we offer is our Bachelor of Media Arts. It has 4 majors in it, the first one being 2D and experimental animation. So students get to explore using both traditional and digital drawing methods. The experimental animation includes stop motion, puppets, cutout, paint on glass, motion graphics. Some of the employers that have recruited our recent grads include Walt Disney, Bardell, Atomic Cartoons, DHX Media, National Film Board of Canada, just to name a few. 3D computer animation provides an intensive curriculum with in-depth expertise in 3D animation and digital media. So students really become critical and creative thinkers while honing their technical skills. Some of the employers include Sony Pictures, Animal Logic, Stargate Studios, Rainmaker Studios, Method Studios, ImageWorks, just to name a few. This is our New Media and Sound Arts major. New Media and Sound Arts is really an exploratory way of creating films with motion, sound, light, could be music. It's a really exploratory sound program. And you can see this student is using our digital sound studios to create to add digital sound, but we also have analog sound as well. We have a Foley sound stage so students can create traditional sound as well. And then our film and screen arts major. This really provides a critical framework in which students can master the conceptual and practical skills for producing film, video, moving image, sound, and other media works for screens, theater, television, exhibition, and distribution platforms. So really, throughout this major, students learn everything about film and film production, from your original sort of ideas, your concept, your script writing, all the way to final production, and everything in between, from lighting, set design, directing, casting calls, acting. So and by the end of our 4-year degree within all of these majors within our Bachelor of Media Arts, students will have a short film ready for exhibition. This image you see here is our screening room, which seats up to 40, and it's a great space used for critique of student films. This is also our 400-seat auditorium, which is another space where students critique their films and exhibit their films. We also have film festivals in, I think the Ottawa Film Festival was in this year, as well as Sony Pictures was in doing some screenings of their latest animation. We also have guest speakers in every Friday, artists who talk about their work and their production. Students, of course, are able to attend all of these. They're free lectures. Okay, so the next clip I want to show you is a quick 2-minute series of clips from our students' animation and film work. Okay, so that shows you the range of some of our students' films that they have created. Okay, let's talk about academic requirements. What we're looking for is this: for grade 12 students, that you're on track to graduate from grade 12, including 5 grade 12 subjects with English 12, 2 other grade 12 academic courses, and 2 grade 12 elective courses. So that's 5 courses altogether. Minimum overall GPA should be about 2.5, or which also works out to C plus, or 67%. Those who are in AP, art or English history courses, you will receive transfer credit as long as you achieve a grade of 4 or higher. Also, a note to BC high school applicants: we do offer, oh, have I lost you? Oh no, you're there. Okay. Something's happening with my computer. Sorry about that.
No worries, we're still here.
Okay. We do offer sort of an understanding that these are unique times because of COVID-19. So we'll do everything we can to ensure that all our applicants are evaluated fairly and flexibly. So just connect with us if you have any concerns about the quarter system. If you are involved in the quarter system at your school, just send us along your grade 11 transcripts as well, and we'll use those to evaluate your academic eligibility. Okay. All right. So let's talk about our portfolio requirements. The portfolio, oops, sorry, wrong slide. The portfolio is the weightiest portion of your application. And so we do have 3 parts to this. It's important that you submit a strong application or strong portfolio. You'll see here there are 3 parts to the portfolio. And basically the idea behind our portfolio is we want to find out who you are. How are you critically engaged? So next to, when you submit your portfolio, next to each piece is an area for a description. And that's where you would, within 2 to 3 concise sentences, describe your work to us, describe that particular piece, what it means to you, what you feel it's saying. Okay, I'll go into more detail about the portfolio when I'm doing the individual reviews with students. I'm realizing my time is coming to an end here, so I just want to quickly talk about careers after graduation. You go to university not just to improve yourself as a human on the planet, but also hopefully to become employable. We work hard with our students to see that they are situated within the industries of their choosing. Having said that, we're also very proud of our alumni who are working as freelance artists. And so I've got a few examples here as I'm closing up to show you some of our successful alumni. This is Jory, who was an illustration major, is now a freelance artist working for children's book publishers. And she has a couple of her own companies as well that she's running on the side. This piece here is a piece she created for the Canadian Mint. This is Natick. He was an interaction design major and is now got his company nextbillion.org, which is an award-winning company due to his humanitarian efforts as he researches tech solutions for employing people with disabilities. This is Ola, who was an illustration major, and now she's an internationally recognized artist who travels the world creating these beautiful murals, which are very much in keeping with her folk art style. This is Kunal and Tisha, who met at Emily Carr and are now partners in their company Good Bad Habits. They create animations. They have an animation studio here in Vancouver, and they've also submitted their work to a variety of film festivals internationally and nationally, as you can see. Janice was a communication design major. This is a surface piece that she created for Urban Outfitters. And she also is a freelance illustrator working for Globe and Mail, Canada Post, or a few of her clients. And she's based in Vancouver too, I believe. And Diane. Diane is a lovely human being. She's an industrial design major. She's working now in Vancouver, and she also works for, she has her own studio, as well as she does product design for Herschel. And I see we've got a couple minutes left, so I'm just going to show you a quick video of Diane before we have to leave. There we go.
Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. And it's like, I feel like everyone has this like creative talent, but you also have to have that discipline to sort of like create your path and your experience. My name is Diana Spiritu. I graduated from Emily Carr. I have my own ceramic studio and I work at Herschel. The time I spent at Emily Carr was a period of growth for me. It was just a really inspirational academic experience. I learned that I can take my ideas anywhere and my ideas can take me everywhere.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there.
So Emily Carr helped me to create those opportunities for myself. And I feel like those opportunities still follow me to this day. What makes bud practice unique is like having two different worlds that are merging because of the methodology that I use and applying it to two different practices, the clay world and soft product. I think the connections I made at Emily Carr shaped my life in several meaningful ways. I've had like a really strong network of colleagues that have supported me and sort of endorsed me for different career opportunities, and that's how I ended up at Herschel. So my process at Herschel would include working closely with the design team. They'll come to me with a sketch or like a spec drawing for a new bag, and then I'll make a paper model out of it. So that allows us to do like a quick exploration of the shape. We can do quick changes to dimension, and then from there, if we're happy, we'll go ahead and I'll pattern it and I'll make it out of fabric. Every day brings new challenges, whether it's can we scale the silhouette so that like the opening of the bag is larger, what can we add to this to make it more functional, or what can we pare down to make it like a clean and modern silhouette. So like every day is different. I found that my design can empower people. I can work closely with someone and they can inform the project as well. Like it's not just about me, like what I can create, it's like working together and solving this problem. Hard work beats talent. Like,
sorry about that, guys. I think I'm having some internet issues here. But her story is also on YouTube. So if you're interested in finding out more about Diane, please do check out our YouTube channel. So in closing, we do have some teen programming. Those of you who are looking for support through your portfolio, for support building your portfolio, we do have a portfolio workshop. It's all being presented online now. So you can connect with teens at ECUAD.ca. And then finally, applications are now open for those of you who are in grade 12 and who are interested in applying for fall 2021. You have until January 15th. For those of you who are in grade 11, you would just, for your information, it's the same, the dates are the same every year. So September 15th to January 15th. Okay, that's me. And if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to take them.
All right, thank you so much, Joni.
Oh, you're welcome.
And same as before, if you have questions, please raise your hand, or you could type your questions through our chat and I would read it out loud. So there is a question from Augustina. Hi, I'm an international student and I'm wondering if Emily Carr allows a credit in transitional lessons?
Transitional lessons, is that through your high school?
Yes, she said it's high school transitional license.
Yeah, we would have to see your transcript. You're an international student, so it would depend on the program. So if you want to just submit your application to, I'm going to give you the email, admissions at ECUAD.ca. If you could submit your transcript to this email address and check in with them, we would have to, or conversely, you could send it to me as well and I could check it out for you. But you'd probably get a quicker answer from admissions international. Whereabouts are you located? BC? Okay, yeah. Okay. So transitional lessons, is that a course name? Or are you meaning courses that you have transferred from here, from one high school, international high school? Oh, English language 4. No. Excellent questions. No, we don't provide credits for English language courses. ELA. I think you meant ELA, right? English language arts. Yeah. Okay, good. Good questions. Thanks, Augustina.
Okay, thank you, Augustina. All right, I see we don't have any more questions left. Thank you so much, Joni.